Alright everyone, how you doing? I'm Fiesta here, and today we have some juicy news and some drama. Yeah, that's very weird to have a drama in the tech world, but there is. But firstly we have Intel launching their Nook 12 enthusiast Serpent Canyon, and that will have a Core i7 12700H CPU and Arc A770M GPU. That's right, and if you look into it, this is coming from the Panelist Tech, Nuke 12 Enthusiast, Serpent Canyon, that's the codename I believe, and this is the picture here. Looks good. I mean, just similar to the previous ones, but I think it looks better. And this is the smaller, not the smaller, the actual picture, the idea, and this is the backside, the I/O right here, 2.5 gigs Ethernet, and obviously USB 3.0, HDMI I believe is 2.1, I don't know, and we also have Thunderbolt here, so that's nice. That's a good addition. I love Thunderbolt. You can have a lot of access with it because you can add literally a big discrete GPU connecting this in with this Thunderbolt, and you can use that. So pretty good. So yeah, Intel Nook 12 is coming. Next up, we have Intel taking their A770 Limited Edition GPU, and they're completely dismantling it. And we'll look into it first, but then we also have A750 overclocking up to 2.7 gigahertz, so that's a crazy overclocking right there. So if you look into it, this is the A750 overclocking. That's what Intel is sharing with using their probably Intel utility for overclocking, I guess. And if you look into it right here, it's sucking 228 watts and performance boost of 37, and the voltage was gained plus 50 millivolts, fan speed at 50%. The GPU, obviously temperature limit will be 90 degrees, and there it is, the GPU clock 2.7 gigahertz. So pretty cool. Not cool, it's gonna be chilly obviously because it's overclocked, but yeah, it's a nice overclocking right there. And if you look into their discrete GPU, the A770 Limited Edition, this is the tear down. So as you can see, it's pretty simple looking. And we also have the cooling, like this is the copper cooler and the vapor chamber right here. That's the basic, not really crazy looking, but it works, I guess. And this is the PCB right here. That's the GPU right here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So basically 8 gigs of RAM, I believe. DDR6, sorry. It's gonna be DDR6, and of course it's gonna come with PCIe Gen 4 into X16. Yeah, and it's gonna have support of HDMI 2.1 and DisplayPort 2.0, and there is 6 VRM phases, as you can see right here. So yeah, not looking that bad, I believe. And well, these are some noise levels that they also shared. It's gonna have a 39 decibels, not bad, I believe. And it will also have 4 RGB zones. Again, RGB, they're bringing with some RGB lighting here. Though, I mean, maybe it will look good. I mean, it kind of looks good, not bad. Again, it's a limited edition, so you need to grab that very quickly when it launches. Though I wonder if anybody would, because the performance is a good factor here to even consider this GPU. Next up, we have Intel, and they are replacing their Celeron and Pentium naming to a more defined naming, because they didn't mention it, but here Josh Newman has to say. He's the Intel vice president, so let's see what he says. Whether for work or play, the importance of the PC has only become more apparent as the torrid pace of technology development continues to shape the world. Intel is committed to driving innovation to benefit users, and our entry-level processors, that's right there, entry-level they're talking about, processor families have been crucial for raising the PC standard across all price points. The new Intel processor branding, that's right, there we go, they're going for the new processor branding for the lower end, obviously. Branding will simplify our offerings so users can focus on choosing the right processor for their needs. So that's right, they're going to change the naming for the Intel Pentium and Celeron to a different naming scheme. for the 2023 notebook product stack. So that's right. We'll see what they change into. And lastly, that's the drama I want to talk about. EVGA ending relationship with NVIDIA. That's right. EVGA, they have been with this company for 6 years, I believe. And now, out of nowhere, they just decided to literally end relationship with NVIDIA. And this is the official message that we got, and that is EVGA will not carry the next generation graphics cards. EVGA will continue to support the existing current generation products. EVGA will continue to provide the current generation products. Basically, they're ending the next generation, and obviously from then they will completely stop making GeForce cards. And this is what their Andrew Han, CEO of EVGA, has to say. EVGA has terminated its relationship with NVIDIA. EVGA will no longer be manufacturing video cards of any type, citing a sourcing relationship with NVIDIA as the cause, among other reasons that were minimized. I'm guessing those reasons are NVIDIA being a complete douchebag. That is probably the case, because knowing NVIDIA, that is the case. Why would EVGA terminate the relationship with NVIDIA? There's no other explanation, rather being NVIDIA being the douchebag, because we all know what NVIDIA is. Anyway, EVGA will not be exploring relationships, will not be exploring relationship with AMD or Intel at this time. So they're not going for anything right now. So I believe this generation EVGA is completely out of everything. I don't think this is good move for the company itself, but if NVIDIA is the person or the company in the guild here, so that's a good move, I believe. And the company will be downsizing imminently as it exits the video card market. Oh, sheesh. They're completely gone. Hopefully they'll come back, but they're gone for now. Customers will still be covered by EVGA policies, but EVGA will no longer make RTX or other video cards. So they're completely out of video cards market. The company already made 20 EVT samples of EVGA RTX 4090 FTW3 cards, but will not be moving to production and has killed all active projects pertaining to cards, including the Kingpin cards. So that's another thing. We won't be seeing any more Kingpin cards. That is sad. That is very sad. And remember, as much as 75% of EVGA revenue came from NVIDIA GPUs alone. So this is a huge, like I'm telling you, a huge deal break, which is gonna impact both NVIDIA and EVGA at the same time. And the NVIDIA spokesman has to say that we've had a great partnership with EVGA over the years and will continue to support them on our current generation of products. Again, there's some PR related stuff that we don't care, but that's it's a huge news right now that EVGA completely ending relationship with NVIDIA. And not to mention, NVIDIA will have a lot of bad impact from this. Their image will get impacted, and of course their sales will get impacted, because EVGA was the biggest AIB to have their GeForce GPUs, so it's a big impact. So what do you think, guys? Do you think EVGA completely deleting the relationship with NVIDIA is a good move? I mean, in my mind, it is a good move, because we don't know the internal situation. We really don't. But I'm guessing NVIDIA being NVIDIA, I guess, right? So that is, I believe it's a good move, because you don't want to suffer as a company from another company like NVIDIA causing some problems for EVGA, and that's why EVGA is doing this. Otherwise, what else would they do, right? So what do you think? Will it impact the NVIDIA sales? In a way, it should, or it will. Not it should, it will. But again, no Kingpin cards, no EVGA FTW3 cards. Those were some beautiful cards, I must say. We'll miss them. Anyway, have a good day.